Concerns about cheating are causing problems in this relationship. Miss Lee, why are you here today?
I'm here to find out once and for all if he's been cheating on me.
If you don't know, you don't know. If you don't have any proof, that's my thing with the whole cheating and the accusations and all of that. If you don't know, if you don't have no proof, like solid evidence to like, all right, she cheating, he cheating, then you gotta take, bro, what is trust? What is trust?
These concerns that you have, how's it affecting your relationship?
We fight a lot.
So this is just a tense household.
Yes.
Mr. Lee, what are you here to prove?
I'm here to prove that I'm not cheating at all. I've been faithful to her for 9 years, and it's tearing us apart. I mean, it's always fussing and fighting. If I take a little longer at the grocery store, where have you been? It shouldn't have took that long. You're out there sleeping with someone else. If I have a moment to myself at all, it's, oh, you're cheating on me, aren't you? If I got a female coworker, oh, you're cheating on me, aren't you? No. I mean, for 9 years, she's been just saying the same stuff. Oh, I'm gonna leave you. I think you're cheating on me. I think, who are you texting? Who are you calling?
Mr. Lee, do you believe this is all in her head, that she's paranoid?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's from a past relationship or brought on by her own, maybe some sort of mental problems that need to be addressed, but I feel like she just needs to stop with allegations.
And you better have a squeaky clean record if you gonna come in like that. Bro, he talking like he never got caught on goddamn Facebook before. He talking like he man of the year. I hope he can back that up.
So we have an idea what it looks like now. What did it look like then?
We met about 9 years ago. We met at a party. I had a friend actually invite me to meet somebody else, and I ended up falling in love with that one. And the next night I called him, and he took me and my grandmother out to dinner.
Oh.
You and your grandmother?
Yes, I was living with my grandmother and taking care of her.
So your first date,
He took my grandmother.
your grandmother went with you?
Yes.
That's a first.
Now, Mr. Lee, is that some kind of player move that...
I come from a big family. I come from a big family, Your Honor, and if someone's going out to eat, we always ask if anyone else wants to go out to eat. I didn't want her grandma to be hungry.
Hungry?
How can you not love a guy like that?
I'm telling you, that is sweetness right there. That is sweetness.
And that's why you fell for him, isn't it?
Boy, you better be right. You better be right. You better be right.
Yeah, a month later we got married.
A month later?
Yeah.
We knew each other for 5 weeks total.
And got married?
And it lasted 9 years.
And you made it 9 years. Y'all don't play, man. I mean, that is...
You talking about hit the
you know
ground
what?
running.
You know what? Go big or go home. That's it.
All right.
You better be right. You better be right.
So you've been together 9 years.
Yep.
You knew exactly what you wanted. You knew it right away. Why are you here? Why do you believe he's cheating?
That's
We've been married 9 years, and the whole entire time we've only done 2 sex positions. We've done missionary and from behind. I know it sounds boring, but that's it. Within the last year, he's been bringing up other things. He's been throwing my legs over his head. He's been putting me to the side. I mean, just all sorts of random new positions.
put me
So
to
you
the
went from
side.
2 positions to being flipped around like a president.
You ain't even see when I put my leg up. Let me know what movie that is. Anybody who let me know what movie that is, comment it below. I got you.
Hey,
yes, Your
I
Honor.
didn't hear any complaining out of her.
Miss Lee, most women wouldn't complain about that. I mean,
But
Why
you're
out of the
spiking
blue,
it
though?
up.
After 8 years, it's just one way. We pretty boring couple. We stay at home. We play video games. We watch TV. I mean,
That's
pretty
why.
boring couple.
We're a boring couple.
And now, all out of the blue, all these new things.
and so that causes you to have some concern.
Yeah, where did he learn them from?
All right, Mr. Lee, she brings up a valid point.
You know, I figured if I changed it up a bit, maybe she wouldn't go the other way, or maybe she'd be a little bit happier.
Might be tired.
Yeah. I mean, just kind of wear her out before she yells at me.
You know what's crazy though? The crazy part about it is, but like relationships and all of that stuff, bro, in my opinion, y'all take it or leave it. I'm single, so don't listen to me, do listen to me. a lot of people say it, bro, but it's really about communication, bro. If you're not communicating, or sis, because it go both ways, the communication. If you're not communicating with your partner, or if you don't feel comfortable, you get what I'm saying? Like, it could have been a situation where maybe she ain't feel comfortable with doing all of that. So he probably should have let her know, because I don't think that bro cheating. I don't think that he cheating. They seem like once you find your person and, you know, y'all got similar interests and all of that other good stuff and you cool, you good, I don't really think a lot of people, now there's still some people who do, but not a lot of people, you know, want to take that risk, in my humble, honest opinion. But, you know, I have been wrong. I just hope that he right. He better be right. He better be right. He cannot get caught. If he get caught, bro, he gonna have to hold that L for a long time. He better be right.
That's one approach.
Yeah.
That's one approach.
Miss Lee, I gotta ask you, what are you thinking about when he's doing all these
Where
new
the
things?
hell did he learn it from?
So you can't even enjoy it because you're thinking, well, where'd that come from? And who did he get that from?
I don't have a cheating bone in my body. Never have cheated on anybody.
But you know, Kylo, they say when there is a decrease in one sexual activity or change in what you're doing, that's a warning sign. So it's it isn't without basis.
I understand both sides because on the one hand, it's like, well, you do want to change it up a little bit. You don't want to always do the same thing.
Yes.
But
Thank
then
you.
when it's all of a sudden, it's like, okay.
And it's really out there.
So you didn't talk to her about it, say, hey, you know, things are going on. You just sprung it on her one night,
Yeah.
you know, without warning.
Started slow with this and that, and then, you know, the next time throw a little more and throw a little more. Yeah, just keep it
Just
routine.
keep it
Increase the
different.
arsenal.
Keep it in new. Keep it fresh.
Exactly.
And you're just not buying that at all.
Nope. No, Your Honor.
Well,
To the
you
fact
know,
that they in
Miss
court.
Lee, while I can understand your concern and there is some basis for it, it's not all bad. Do you have any other evidence that he's cheating?
Well, I work 2 jobs. I leave the house at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Don't get back until 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
I get home and I expect to spend time with my daughter 9, 10 o'clock at night, spend a little bit of time with her, and I would come home and she'd be nowhere to be found.
So, Miss Lee, you come home, your daughter's not there. You ask him, where is she?
Said she wanted to go to the babysitter, so I called him to have him come pick her up.
Okay, and what did you say in response to that?
Why didn't you call me and ask me? I've been at work all day and I want to come home and spend time with my daughter. Well, I just wanted some time alone. She wanted to go over there. And he went off walking and I went into the bedroom and started going through his stuff and I found a stack of porn DVDs in his book bag.
Okay.
What? And so when you found this,
That was the
figured-
first night he sent my daughter off.
And you think he's using these porn DVDs and having sex with somebody else?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Lee,
They're not even mine. They're hers. They were mixed in with the piles of DVDs I packed up.
and you don't
I'm
believe
dealing
that, Miss Lee?
No, I don't believe him at all.
so Miss Lee, have you ever caught him actually with a woman?
Okay, so we worked at the same place together in Montana for a little while, and
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. That is dangerous, bro. When you work with him, when you trust me, when you decide to indulge in out of work activities with people that you work with, bro, 9 times out of 10 they come up. I would advise you to do anything but that. Because it's weird, bro. It get weird, bro. Even if don't nobody know, which 9 times out of 10 they do. But even if nobody knows, let's just say nobody caught on to the fact that y'all both sneak out around 10:50 or 11:32. Nobody caught on to that, right? Cool. But just knowing that you dealing with a person and you around that person 24/7 all day, every day, and you think like it's everybody need their own space. I regret to inform you, and this is my opinion. This is just my opinion, but everybody needs their own space to be around your partner 24/7 at work. When you come home, you know they drive in the car together. When you get in the car, when you go to lunch, when you do this, when you do that, bro, that's a lot. That is a lot for any person. So, yeah, be careful. Be mindful of where you meet these people at. That's my little advice for the day.
And I had several people come up to me telling me that he was flirting with them. So we made a plan with one of them that I was real close with to catch him in the act.
See, planning, right there.
Well, we decided to try to catch him in the act, and we worked together one night, and they started sexting. I sat there by her the whole entire time. You know, she let me see what was going on, and I kind of told her a little bit of what to say to kind of lure him in a little. And he sent a pic of his penis
All right, Mr. Lee,
while he's watching my kid.
can you explain to me why you sent a picture of your
So
privates
that's
to
not
her
his
coworker?
kid.
Well, first,
Hold up, because she said while he was watching my
This-
kid.
All right, Mr. Lee,
While he's watching my kid.
Okay.
can you explain to me why you sent a picture of your privates to her coworker?
well, first off, I knew I was being set up. You see, the night before we were out to dinner, and all of a sudden,
you see why
someone
we're here.
starts texting me from a random number. I'm like, I don't recognize this number, so I think I'll ask. So it turns out it was one of the coworkers I've only worked with a couple times. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, why is she texting me? And I realized, you know, she's good friends with her. So I'm like, okay, this is clearly a setup. So I'm like, okay, I'm texting, just mindless conversation, video games, trucks, this and that. So the next day, she goes to work with this girl, and I'm like, okay, well now let's see what happens now. So I know it's her on the other end of that phone because I know how she texts. I know all her little traps. I know everything she's giving herself away on. So I'm like, okay, and then she asked me, okay, for a pic. So I'm like, okay, this obviously is what she wants. Okay, let's just give her what she wants. So I did.
Then
You lost, bro. This is it. Bro, I told you, bro. I told you. You had us going. We was believing in you. We thought everything was going to be great. What do you say? And we quote, I don't have a cheating bone in my body. Yeah, you had a bone and it was cheating, but you wasn't supposed to be, bro. We was, man. That's why. This is why. This is why, man. This is why.
how come when I got home that night, I said, what were you doing all day? And you said, nothing, I've been playing video games.
All right, so you send this pic, and in terms of going big or going home, you went big.
Yeah.
And you sent this pic.
Ain't
Yeah,
that big.
I got tired of always being accused. And
Mr. Lee, do you always send pictures of your privates to coworkers?
No, that was actually only time.
When you got home, what happened?
So I said, have you been texting anybody today? No, I've just been sitting around. I said, no, the hell you haven't, because I was on the other side of the phone the whole time texting you. And then I walked out of the room and told him to get the hell out of the house. You know, I was cussing him out and everything. Then all of a sudden, he switches it up and gets nasty with me, saying, oh, I knew it was you the whole time. Well, then why'd you just apologize to me and cry when you were on the toilet when I got home?
Listen, for everybody who be thinking that it's just certain people who get, bro, this is how I'm telling you. A wise man once told me, bro, a woman can love you so much that she'll buy you the F-150. I'm more of a Ford Raptor kind of guy. I think the Raptors is tough. She'll buy you that Ford Raptor, bro, but you break her heart, she will run over your ass with that truck. Man, be careful. Look, you can tell she's clearly, she's into this. She's into this, and it's gonna go bad for you, brother. It's gonna go bad. If I was him, knowing what I know, that I got caught sending a picture, I wouldn't have even went. I would have, or let her go or something, bro. Yeah, man. I don't know. Yeah, they married too. Okay, so they married. So that kinda makes a difference. Yeah, that definitely make a difference because they married. So you don't really want to give up the marriage or anything like that. But once you cross that line and you break that trust, it's a hard, damn near impossible thing to come back from. That's why I advise y'all, man, if you got a partner, you got somebody that you rock with, that you cool with, y'all get along with each other, you wake up, her breath stink, your breath stink, she go cook, you go cook. Man, such is life. Such is life. We gonna see.
It's never too late to start on YouTube.
And we are going to prove it.
What we have here is a
We
wife
gonna
that
see.
absolutely doesn't believe her husband, a husband who says, I haven't done anything wrong. The only thing I was trying to do was spice it up in the bedroom. He says he's not cheating. He just wants to make it a little hotter, a little spicier. So based on that, the court went to a friend of the court to stop by and give us some insights on couples, romance, and when relationships go stale.
All right, we get
At
the
this
line.
time, the court would like to
get the
call
line.
New York Times best-selling author of erotica, novelist Zane. Ron, would you escort Zane into the
Yes,
courtroom?
Your
How are you? I'm great. And yourself?
We're
Good.
good.
It's
Thank
good
you
to
for
see you.
coming.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, we need your insight. We have a couple here, been together 9 years. In the 8th year, he starts busting a move, basically. So we want to get from you some information. You write a lot about sex and romance.
I do.
You talk to a lot of couples. What would you suggest for couples who say the relationship is going stale? What do you recommend?
Well, first let me say this, that lust is the benefit of self at the expense of others, while love is the benefit of others at the expense of self.
Man, if you ain't catch that, I suggest you go rewind it, bro. That was the realest thing. We love and lust, bro. Love and lust. It's a difference between the two. Damn, that was a hell of an opening statement. That was a hell of an opening statement.
And what I mean by that is a lot of couples stop at the lust stage and never get to the love stage. Even when they've been together a long time and have kids and stuff together, you have to realize that love is about a degree of sacrifice and willing to make exceptions to make the other person happy. So a lot of times when a marriage becomes stale, it's because there's that lack of communication or the unwillingness to try different things.
And we know that you know
Communication.
a lot about Spice.
I do.
So
Communication.
what advice would you give them since she seems to be uncomfortable with change and he's trying to spice things up?
Well, I think it's important to have an open mind. And as long as he's not asking you to do anything that makes you totally uncomfortable, you may want to try it because for all you know, you might like it. And our sex drives come in ebbs and flows, whether we're male or female. And sometimes a lot of it has to do with outside circumstances. But you never know. If he wants to try something new, unless it's something that's like really makes you uncomfortable, you just can't see yourself doing, why not try it? It might actually turn you on.
Here's the issue here is she's concerned about it, not because he's doing it, but she thinks he's getting this information, this spiciness from another hot tamale.
That's not necessarily true.
Okay.
Everybody changes in their life. Like, we don't want to watch the same, television show for 30 years or eat the same. We don't have the same favorite meal for 30 years. So it may just be that he wants to do something different, and you're his wife, so he should do it with you. And I often encourage couples to spice up their love life. It can be very helpful.
Because my thing with it is, if he don't do it with you, not to say that it's 100% gonna happen or 100% not, but if he don't do it with you, you might want to try with somebody else. She made a good point. She made a very good point when she said we don't watch the same TV shows for 30 years. I mean, cool, we might go back when we older, go back and watch certain shows that we used to. You'll go back and watch, shows that you used to watch when you were a kid, or maybe, when you were at happier times or whatever. That's a good point. I just feel like, to a certain degree, she really just kind of standing in her own way. Now, he wrong for sending the picture. Now you didn't. But again, in my book, I kind of feel like that's not a what you call it? What do you call it? That's not a capital trial. Like, that's not capital, a capital crime, anything like that. You send a little picture, something like that. All right, cool. That's assault. You get hit with your assault charge. You get your 1-2 years to 5, whatever. You do your time. You keep it going. You keep it pushing. He didn't really go violate. He didn't violate anything. So it's like, all right, cool. Maybe he did know it was her. Maybe he didn't. Who knows? But at the end of the day, bro, y'all done been together 8-9 years. He done been around your child. You have him around, like, all of this other good stuff, bro. try to get out your way sometimes. And that's not just with her, that's with a lot of people, myself included. Sometimes we just gotta get out our own way. We get up in our heads thinking, well, what if this and what if that and what if this, what if that? What if it wasn't? What if it wasn't? What if it wasn't? So, you're welcome.
For a spouse, it's better for him to try to make changes and try to encourage you to do those things than to go out and, or for him to be miserable, rather.
And it's not an indicator that there's infidelity going on.
No, not at all. Not
Okay.
at all.
Right. What about watching porn? Is watching porn an indication that there's cheating going on?
No, a lot of couples watch porn together, and it could be very healthy for a relationship. It could be some type of research. They could learn things that they want to experiment.
Every face she met, bro, I don't know who she is, but she smiles. Y'all, if y'all find her, because every time, bro, every time, watch it. Every time they say something slightly relevant to new sex ways or new sex trials or whatever, bro, her face just light up, bro. She not bad. She got a nice little smile. Alright, here we go.
With, that's not necessarily an indicator of someone cheating at all, because a lot of people watch porn with their spouses.
Okay.
A lot.
A lot.
All right.
All right, so we've gotten some expert advice about whether or not spicing it up, watching porn together, means that something's wrong. In fact, it could be that something's right, that you're moving forward. But in this case, you believe that the change in your sex life, that he's willing to be with other women because he was talking and sending pictures of himself to your friend, your coworker. All of these are indicators that he's cheating.
Yes.
And you're uncomfortable, and all the excuses he's given, you are not buying.
No, you're not.
All right.
And Mr. Lee, just so I'm clear, so the court is clear, your testimony is you have not had any sexual relationship with anyone other than your wife since you've been married.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what you're telling this court.
That's what I'm telling this court.
To investigate this matter, the court retained the services of certified polygraph examiner Michael Williams, and we're going to call him at this time. Ron, please escort Mr. Williams into the courtroom.
Your Honor.
Take that poly, boy.
How are you, Mr. Williams?
Good afternoon, Judge.
It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Mr. Williams, would you state your credentials for the court, please?
I have spent the last 25 years in law enforcement as a polygraph examiner. I have over 700 polygraphs to my credit, so I'm much more likely to catch you in a lie than your doctor is to catching you with cancer.
Oh, well, that's bad for the
Okay.
liars, that's for sure.
Right. Now, in this case, you conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. Lee, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You asked Mr. Lee, since being married to your wife, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your wife? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
Your Honor, on this particular question, there were several significant physiological responses which indicated to me that he was being deceptive.
Mr. Lee, who have you been involved with since you've been married with her?
Nobody. I'm sticking by that.
My man doubled down on it. Bro, you can't double down on a lie detector test. It already said that you was lying, bro. We was rooting for you, man. We was really rooting for you, man.
Can't do it.
Your wife needs to hear the truth.
Ron, can you please try to bring Miss Lee back in? Miss
I don't
Lee,
think she
you're
acting.
very obviously heartbroken. Tell us what you're thinking right at this moment.
I don't want him to come back to Montana with me.
You're done.
Can't do it. If he would at least been honest in here when y'all asked him, I could have worked on it.
Mr. Lee, my husband, my co-judge, has offered you an opportunity.
I didn't know that they was bro. I didn't know that the judges was married. That's tight. That's tight. I like that. Damn.
To come clean. So I'm gonna ask you.
You've been married for 9 years.
Yes.
The question was,
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
since you've been married to Miss Lee, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman?
No, Your Honor.
Well, you can take a horse.
Man, we was pulling for bro, man. I was pulling for him. I was pulling for him, bro. He said all of the right things. He said what he was supposed to say, when he was supposed to say it, man. He really had us going, man. He had us going, bro. That's... Man. Lie detector tests only wrong about 0.1% of... At some point in time, you just gotta be like, all right, cool. This is what I did. I apologize. Like I said, you start working on it. That was capital. That was capital murder. Getting lie detector tests saying that you never had sex with nobody and it came back as a lie, that's capital murder. That's a murder charge. So now you got felony murder, assault with a deadly... Bro, man, before we get into this final thought, man, I just want to tell everybody I appreciate y'all. See y'all. Thank you for liking the videos, watching the videos, and being a part of the family. At the end of the day, this is a family. I look at y'all really as family. When we watch these videos, do these reactions and shorts and streams and all of that other good stuff, bro, when I'm doing this, bro, I look at it as I'm doing it with my people. It's stuff that I say on here to y'all that I don't say to anybody. I don't say it to anyone. So I just really want to let all of y'all know, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, like, I really appreciate all of y'all. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. But I smell a liar. He's sitting in court lying like, man. What y'all think? Y'all thought that he did it? From the jump, I jumped out there from the gate. I'm like, nah, bro ain't do it, man. She's sitting up here saying, excuse me, when she came on the first time, yeah, I think he's cheating and, you know, no proof, whatever. I'm like, all right, if you don't have the proof, until you get the proof, it ain't the truth. Until you get the proof, it is not the truth. But whole time, bro, sitting up here, deceiving all of us, talking about, what do you say? I don't have a cheating bone in my body. Man. He let us down. He let me down. I ain't gonna say us, because I thought he was clean. I thought he was clean. You find your girl, you got your girl, y'all play y'all little video games, you take her out to eat, y'all go eat, all of that stuff. Alright, cool. Do your thing, bro. Like, such is life. Such is life. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know if y'all like the video. Shoot. Y'all tell me if this is a good one. This is my first, what do they call it? Couples court? Whatever. This was the first couple court video. I thought it was kind of cool. I really like how they had the two judges up there and they was married. So they was together so they can, you know, kind of relate to the problems that other married people going to. Because you tell me, I'm like, shit, I'd have said leave her. Hurry, before you even get to the marriage stage, I would have said leave her, bro. If you're not happy and you feel like you need to go elsewhere or send a picture or whatever, bro, I'd have just said leave her. Leave her alone, because that's how you end up in court, and that's how you end up with lawyer fees, counselor fees, living fees, breathing fees, her emotional distress fees. That's how you end up with all of these fees, bro. So to avoid and alleviate all of that, if you're not willing to put up with it, or if she or he is just not your cup of tea, go ahead and get up out of there. Go ahead and get up out of there. I'm a firm believer. Everybody deserves to be happy. Even you and me. Yeah. Y'all let me know who Shorty was in the video, man. She was alright. She wasn't bad. She wasn't bad. I like that. If y'all find her, let her know. Undefeated. I'm right here. holla at me. But anyway, man, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. GTG the found me as always. It's love. I'm out.